Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is you are in the world, and welcome to another edition of Living World of Darkness Rage Across New York. Our scene today finds us in the mid-morning to midday hours on the steps of the green, a fresh blanket of snow having fallen overnight over much of the East Coast. It's cold and it's crisp and it's winter. And wrapped in a warm coat and a nice scarf and a hat on her head, Dallas Yeacar makes her way to Redbones, an establishment run by kin of the Get of Fenris, to speak with a kin of the Get of Fenris. And she had informed Cole that she wanted to speak to this kinfolk, Tiara, that seems to be the center of the current issues that are going on. And so, as such, is making her way promptly to
When you enter Red Bones, you smell the get pure breed that you didn't smell before because there's this good amount of pure breed here. The restaurant is closed for reasons, and you will see a lady who's wearing a coat. She is pretty. Dallas probably has seen two ladies this beautiful. Aiden's wife and her. She is perfection when it comes to Getkin.
How much pure breed are we talking about here?
5.
Holy shit. Damn.
Aiden's wife is appearance 4, pure breed 4. She is appearance 3, pure breed 5. There's no scars on her face. She's wearing white business dress. She seems to be well mannered and educated. She gets up and Dallas enters.
Dallas just waves at her, sort of just like, you don't need to. She doesn't need to get up, and Dallas will go behind the bar if Cole's not manning it. If Cole's there, she just asks for an Angry Orchard.
You will be given Angry Orchard by one of the workers that is a kin.
Yeah.
The only worker.
Yeah.
Who will go back to the kitchen area to leave you two alone.
She'll take a $5 bill and put it in a little tip cup, and then she'll walk over to the table. Yeah, don't get up. This isn't anything formal.
I'm Kiara Swainhelm. It is a pleasure to meet with you. Final verify.
Dallas Yeacar. And she'll offer out the hand.
She accepts the hand and says, "That was grandfather Yeacar."
Well, for a man of his age.
I heard he still lifts his hammer.
Pardon?
I heard he still lifts his hammer.
I don't think he will ever stop lifting it until he literally falls... until he literally falls apart into a pile of old, decrepit dust.
She nods in agreement.
And she'll pull out a chair and sit down across from her. And she'll twist the top of the bottle off, take a drink, and then sit it down. So you are embroiled in the middle of something right now, aren't you?
It is correct, Renee.
You want to talk about it? Tell me exactly how this all went down?
My family, the Slate House, or as you would know, is one of the most honorable and firm fighters of Gaia. There was a claim about their connection to the certain aspects of the Fenris, and they were exterminated by the civil descent.
Yeah, I've heard.
There was we were going to be killed as well, but Doom had the Silver Doom stopped his fellow Garu and said, "They're kin. We should offer them a chance to make up the deeds of their forefathers." And he saw me and offered a marriage between me and my family, between his family. Basically, I was going to marry him and serve his sept till the end of times. I accepted. On our way back, I met with the Cole and Elizabeth, many other kin. They told me about this Bill of Rights. And I went there, I ran away. I don't want to live and be married to a man who killed my family, feed them to his totem.
She'll sit
Alive.
back. She'll sit back and nod and take another drink.
I thought to get a Ferris allows their mates to choose where they can run away. But it seems to not be the case for me.
Duality and whatnot exist within the nation in every tribe. I would assume that even the spirals have their own dualities, their own contradictions. But Silver Doom seems to be an honorable man. He doesn't strike me as someone who's unreasonable.
I don't know what my family did, but he killed my family. He didn't do anything that I didn't want to, but I was gonna die.
And you accepted his offer.
Yes, I did.
And then you decided to back out of it.
Yes, I did.
Not gonna lie, you know how the Get are? You know how that looks. You look like you're intelligent, so I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That's a slap to the face, and you know it.
It's a slap to the face to see your own family die. Have you seen a sea drake?
I
It's
know.
it's not a drake. It's not a monster. It's a huge man. Walks under the sea. It is a huge helmet. They could have given them an honorable death and just killed them. No, no. They fed it to it. And you will ask, who? My family. You really expect me to just serve a sept where just they killed my family?
I don't have. I have a lot of conflicting opinions on that.
I know. Silverdoom told me.
For one, I know he tried to offer you a mercy, and I think you know that.
She takes a deep breath, doesn't say anything.
I don't know him well enough to know what his deepest thoughts are, his darkest thoughts are, his brightest thoughts are. I can only go with what I've seen, what I've gotten at face value on him. I don't think he would lay a hand on you unless you wanted him to.
No.
And I know that having to look at the faces of the people that will judge you for what your family did or did not do for the rest of your life is going to be a very tough life. Very bitter pill to swallow. And she leans forward a bit. She's still got that very, placid and neutral expression. She doesn't seem to be angry or overly compassionate. She just kind of has this look on her face that's more, she's clearly working things out as she speaks. You're a Getkin. If there are any kin in the nation that are capable of handling that kind of hardship, you'd be one of them. You know what's going to happen if the Sept of the Sentinel comes calling to get you back.
I heard they sing the Ragamush already.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that, Mush.
I heard they sent the Ragamush already.
They did. Tell me what you think is going to happen if you don't go back and we harbor you here.
The Septs will have problems.
And with Get have problems, how do they deal with it?
Champions you fight between the Septs.
Possibly. That's how I hope it goes, if it gets to that point.
Is there no meaning to this spell?
I didn't come here to discuss the bill. I came here to get to know you. I
She
need to
does.
know. I need to know what I'm going to be fighting for. You're part of the Sept. You're part of the kin here. I there are certain things about this bill that I'm not particularly comfortable with, but it will bring a certain level of security to the kin. I'm trying to be everything that my predecessor was and more. And it's not an easy road, and it's brought a lot of conflicting emotions out. I'm at odds with a lot of things myself, my pack, everything. But I'm trying really, really hard. You are Getkin, and I am the only Get that takes up residence here. I may have no claim to you, or Cole, or any of the other Getkin that I don't associate with on the regular. But you're still family. Skavgard would have treated you as family.
She's the same. She doesn't say anything. She's waiting for what Dallas wants to say.
I don't want to have to fight my brothers and sisters from the get. But someone recently tried to put into my head that I had to marry, that I had no choice about it. And I went against tradition. I went against an oath and absolutely refused.
I wish I was power. I had the power to refuse.
Is there no way that you're going to be able to reconcile? Do you see Silver Doom as somebody that you could walk through this life with?
They say my father was a terrible person. He never treated us badly. I still remember the days where he told stories to me at nights. Whatever Nishin says, I will still remember him as my father. Maybe he did some bad things. Maybe he was a heretic. He was corrupted, that's true. But he was my father. Silver Doom has offered a chance that he sees honorable. Most of the king doesn't see it that way. We do what we need to do. And I come here because I thought this Bill of Rights were respected. It is a real chance for me to be here and be safe. I was told I was going to be safe. I don't want bloodshed. I don't think Silver Doom is going to stop. I don't want to go back to it. can still hear the big giant thing. Then she stops, doesn't say anything more.
You and I are a lot alike. My mother was a heretic. She broke the litany.
There's the differences between breaking litany and being a heretic, as far as I understand. But if you say she was a heretic, she was a heretic.
I can't understand you, Moosh. Your mic's
If,
not doing too good.
okay. She says, I thought there was a difference between being a heretic and breaking litany.
That is all a matter of perspective. That sort of thing is up for a Philotox to decide. In my mind, she went against one of the most natural laws of the litany. Garu don't mate with other Garu. She died for it. She was someone I adored growing up. She was everything I wanted to be. I found out that was a lie. I've been teased with the same notion of what you're going through now, in a sense. Not that I can ever feel it from your perspective. Yours is. Your situation is worse. Without a doubt. I know what they accused your family of. And if there was truth to it, then what happened, happened, and it was just. If there was nuance to it, it's far more complicated. I don't envy you. The more I think about it, the more confused I get, the more mixed up I get. I know that whatever Silver Dude was trying to do, he was trying to do out of a pure place. I think you know that. But I know also that if you went back, you'd probably be dead inside, wouldn't you?
I don't think so. I would be punished. I would be punished, but not dead.
No, I mean dead inside. Regardless of what happened to you physically, inside you'd have to live with the people that killed your family.
If this step sends me back, I would kill myself. It is not a threat, that is just what's going to happen. I don't want to live. But then,
I admire Silver Doom. He is what an Arun of his standing should be. He believes that a king a leader serves the people that follow him, not the other way around. If he truly believes that, then we might be able to dissuade him in some way. If not, we will do things the Get way. The old way. And if that doesn't help, then we have war.
I think one of the kinfolk told me if I become a prize in a challenge, it's just makes the point of what I am. It states that I'm a property, not a person. I don't want people to die for me. I wish I could have a way to stop it, but I just can't do it anymore as well. So I also don't know what to do.
I don't either. I'm looking at this and trying to figure out how to not kill brothers and sisters of Fenrir, to not have to fight them. As contradictory as that is, being a Get. I don't relish the idea of striking out at my tribe in anger. Not to kill them. But Silver Doom did tell me something before he left.
What did he say?
Create a code and follow it. If you don't believe in something, you're an empty shell or a rabid dog. All I have at the end of the day is my dignity. I threw a fit and alienated myself from my pack because I did not want to be bred off like a breeding mare. I didn't want to be property. If I don't support you, then I am not a Get. Because I'm not fighting for what I believe in.
I think you're right. I know it's hard, but thank you.
A lot of things are going to be hard for me in the coming weeks or months. Probably the rest of my life. But I am Get, and I am up to that challenge, just as you are a Get Ken, and you are up to the challenges placed in front of you.
Do
You
you
took
need
us.
someone to stand with you for those challenges?
I can offer you something. Place at my side. You came to this sept looking for sanctuary. And because I can understand some small measure of what you went through and what that measure did to me, what I felt, I will stand up for what my code of honor is. I'll stand up for my dignity and yours. And if it comes down to me having to die for it, then at least I stood for something, right?
Her eyes gets a bit teary. She nods, but she says, I don't want to disrespect you. Please, give me a few days to think about it.
I understand. I'll let you know up front, I can be immature, loud, very loud. And I'm not the brightest person out there. I abhor politics. And I'm very headstrong, very stubborn. So up front, you have an association with me. There are going to be times that you're going to want to smack me upside the head with a frying pan, more than likely. Or a hammer. I don't know what you would use.
She smiles and says anything, but nods respectfully. I'm getting that this is not a proposal of being intimate with each other.
Don't get me wrong. There is a big part of me that would like that if you were amenable to it. But
You're taken. I understand.
yeah. And I don't know how the nation would anyways look at me taking you as a guy and mate, given that we could really never produce anything. Just us, anyway. But kinfolk,
Roll me perception.
oh shit. Oh boy. Here we go. I really need to buy up these perception stats, because even at a difficulty 4, it only takes 2 ones to completely fuck me up. Today is not that day, however. 3 successes.
Kind of get the feeling that she disagrees, but she doesn't say anything.
She disagrees in what sense?
You know, maybe a week in her bed can change a lot of things. Who knows?
Pardon?
Maybe a week in her bed can change a lot of things. Who knows? I'm just fucking around with that word. What I'm trying to say is she doesn't. You get the feeling that she may be a lesbian.
God damn it, Amoosh. Why you do this to me? She... Dallas shakes her head and looks up at the sky, or up at the ceiling, and it's just like, funny, really, really funny. And then she looks over at her. I can't do that.
I never said it. She smiles while looking her in the eyes. You're taken. I respect that.
I'm in love. It's worse than being taken.
Good luck. Love is hard in the nation.
Yeah, it is. But the offer I made still stands. Kin can be friends, sisters, allies. I would treat you no different than I treat the rest of my family. I would die for you. Not because I seek glory or to have songs sung about me, but because if I take you as a kinfolk, I owe that much to you. Just as I owe it to the nation to fight spirals, to fight the forces of the worm.
She nods.
Doesn't matter where the threat comes from. If you're kin, you are my responsibility to protect and keep safe. No matter who comes after you.
She nods and smiles and takes a deep breath. Thank you a lot. It was hard for me to run away here. And I'm really happy that everybody who I met here is kind, understanding, and not see me as a troublemaker.
Yeah.
I would like to ask your permission to go back to Elizabeth's house. If our
Like
meeting is done right.
she just takes the drink and takes a swig out of it and then shrugs her shoulders. Like I said, this isn't anything formal. You don't need my permission.
She nods. She will get up. And with her hands in front of her, she will leave.
Dallas waits until she hears the door shut. She just kind of leans her head back. What are you doing, Dallas? What are you doing? And I think there is a perfect point to end this scene. So,
Thank you guys
unless
for playing. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.